many business owners, the mental load of running a business often overwhelms the joy of building it. For the modern small business owner, financial pressure is no longer a seasonal wave. It's a steady background hum of rising costs and economic volatility. A new research into the emotional tax of running a small business reveals a staggering friction point. U.S. small business owners lose an average of 33 working days each year to stress. A recent study published in the International Journal of Public Health found moderate wine intake can be a boon for longevity and biological aging, or the age of our cells and organs. But before you open another bottle, there is a catch. The strongest effect of biological aging being reduced was observed after 1 to 2 glasses and by approximately a third of a year. However, excessive wine consumption negated those positive benefits. And according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, about 15% of all U.S. adults suffer from major depressive disorder. Treatment for depression commonly includes therapy, medication, and lifestyle changes. However, for some, those don't work. And Kettering Health now offers transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS, as a treatment option for depression. TMS uses magnetic fields to adjust the activity of certain targeted areas of the brain. Novo Nordisk will integrate OpenAI's artificial intelligence across the company to accelerate drug development. The partnership aims to help Novo identify drug targets more quickly and then design better clinical trials, as well as gain clear insights from the company's data. Pilot programs will begin in the drug maker's research and development and manufacturing units by the end of this year. Well, periodontitis, or gum disease, is a common condition that can affect much more than just overall health. Scientists at Fraunhofer in Germany have discovered a compound that specifically blocks the bacteria responsible for the disease while leaving the rest of the oral microbiome intact. This innovation has been developed into a range of oral care products by the spin-off company Pancreatic. There could be a huge move forward for pancreatic cancer treatment. Revolution Medicine's treatment nearly doubled overall survival in a new study. Now, the company plans to submit the data to the FDA for approval of that drug. A new eHealth survey of more than 1,000 adults ages 65 and over reveals a dangerous gap between awareness and action when it comes to end-of-life expenses. Among the findings, 47% worry about leaving loved ones with funeral or cremation costs, jumping to 56% among those with fixed incomes. 28% have no insurance or savings set aside for end-of-life expenses, and 69% underestimate the cost of a funeral. 62% plan to be cremated, with cost cited as the top driver. Well, marriage rates are falling, and that means some people may be missing out on a potential health benefit. A study published in the journal Cancer Research Communications suggests matrimony may be linked to a lower risk of cancer, adding to a growing body of research tying it to improved health outcomes. Among never married men, cancer rates are 68% higher than those who have been married, a group that includes those who've been divorced or widowed. The incidence is even higher, 83% for women who have never married. E-bikes and e-scooters led to a growing number of trauma injuries at one New York City hospital, according to a new study. About 7% of all trauma visits between 2018 and 2023 at Bellevue Hospital were due to micro-mobility injuries. And that is the use of small, lightweight, and low-speed modes of transportations, like bicycles, e-bikes, and e-scooters. The study showed a growing share of patients sustained these injuries had accidents linked to those devices. Well, taking acetaminophen, also known by the brand name Tylenol, during pregnancy had no effect on children developing autism, according to a study of 1.5 million children in Denmark published this week. It was published in JAMA Pediatrics. The new study comes after President Trump and his administration had previously urged pregnant mothers to avoid Tylenol. And cannabis was found to distort memory. In a study this year, older adults, so 60 and older, are the fastest growing group of cannabis users in the country. According to a 2022 study, adults over 60 who started using cannabis did so for medical reasons, including to treat pain, sleep disturbances, anxiety, and depression. Heavy lifetime users exhibited lower brain activity during a working memory task. A landmark study from researchers at Texas A&M University suggests the inflammatory tide responsible for brain aging and brain fog might actually be reversible. And the solution doesn't involve surgery, but a simple nasal spray. The findings could reshape the future of neurodegenerative therapies and may even change how scientists think about brain aging itself. The study also hints at broad applicability, working equally effectively across both genders, a rare outcome in biomedical research. Well, Samsung announced a Galaxy Tab A11 Plus Kids Edition, a new family-focused tablet designed to create a safe, child-friendly digital environment for exploring, learning, and play. It's built with families in mind. The Galaxy Tab Kids Edition combines Galaxy technology with built-in parental controls. And a survey of 2,000 adults conducted by Talker Research explored how they employ their intuition in their daily lives, finding 71% rely on intuition at least sometimes. Only 11% don't believe in it. Over the past year, respondents have had an average of 18 psychic moments. The Talker Research Survey found Gen X was the likeliest to be able to predict outcomes, while millennials had the strongest dream intuition, and Gen Z had the most lucky moments based on feeling. From the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Here's to your health.